Greetings everyone, Tim Anderson here, and welcome to the latest Project Dramond update, which today is all about book-related content. So typically what we do is on Tuesdays we do an update that's about the core rulebook and things that are being worked on for the world history and the campaign modules, and then on Thursdays we do updates that are related to either the work that's being done on the book itself or content related to the concept art that Chris has been working on, which relates to both the book and the tabletop game, um, in terms of it being used in all different places. Today's post is once again diving into the outline for the book, and today we're looking at the next few chapters in the first novel of Project Dramond, which is taking place at the same time as the world setting or the campaign module that is being worked on right now. And today's outline goes through chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8, it looks like. One, two, three, four chapters. Um, and let me look here. Yeah. So the last update, we went through the prologue and the first four chapters, and we kind of outlined. The prologue talks about what happened in the city to start the Exodus and the campaign of the Church of the Elder Ways against the Elven Mages. And I still haven't come up with a name for the Elven Mage Tower yet. That's being worked on right now in the core module. Um, Church of the Elder Ways is the title that I settled upon for the church itself. We may be changing the title of that as we go along, but we'll wait and see. It is important to note that there are different religions in the world, within the human sphere. They definitely worship different gods and goddesses and so on and so forth. But the Church of the Other Ways is unique in that it has a very singular focus and a very unified vision, and their way of thinking does not allow for outside points of view. It's very much a extreme extreme version. If I could use some examples, I would say, it's like the there's I won't use examples actually. I can get in trouble for doing that there, but you can easily look to any country in the world that has a variety of religions, and there's usually one or two groups that are extreme in their viewpoints and extremely outspoken about their points of view and how all other views are wrong and so on and so forth. And this is one of those. Um, so that was defined in the prologue. Then we went through the first two chapters, which established the main characters of the book and what got them going. And when we get into chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8, we see these individuals starting to get into more precarious situations where they're needing to work together to overcome these obstacles. And then by the time we get to, let's see here, chapter 7, we're introduced to what I'm going to call the main bad guys. Yes, by the way, I finally got a this is a brace. It's kind of like, some people have carpal tunnel braces. This helps me keep my pinky finger locked in place so that I don't overuse it when I'm sitting at the desk doing a lot of writing. And today is a writing day, so anyway, chapter 7 is when we get introduced to the big baddies of the book, and these are going to be um, the primary antagonists for the bulk of this first story. So if you go back to brainstorming episode 5, maybe it was, when my brother and I were talking about story arcs, we had the story arc for the entire book series, and then we had a story arc for the first book. If you go back and watch that episode, we give a little bit of highlights into who these group are. We kind of decided on this like trio or quad of really powerful paladins, basically, who have some unique weaponry at their disposal, and they are actively hunting out mages. And are once they become aware of our group, they start to pursue them with vengeance, which takes us from, we introduced a singular bad guy who is kind of a minor bad guy in the first update, a crusader, if you will, and he's definitely going to show up periodically throughout the first third of the book, probably the first two acts basically. Um, but this trio of paladins are going to become the primary antagonists that the players are going to have to face throughout the bulk of this first novel. And that's going to be their challenge to overcome in the scope of the overarching arc. That's fun to say, of the first few books here. So If that sounds interesting to you and you want to know more and you want to dive into the full chapter updates and see exactly what's planned for each chapter as they're being written, and you want to follow along with the chapters as they are being written, and you can, you want to watch things go from the outline form to the actual draft 1.0 form and then through the revisions and everything else, check out the links below. Specifically, start with the first link, which goes to today's Patreon post for subscribers, which outlines these chapters in greater detail. And then, if you like that, make sure to stay subscribed to the Patreon, because that's how you get access to the chapters as they're being written. You get access to the Google Docs, so you can see all of these things unfolding in real time. Hopefully, you do that. If you haven't already done so, also make sure to join the Discord, the TikTok, all the other places where we're doing things on a daily basis and getting involved with our community. And of course, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you get updates for all of the future content in the Project Dramond series and beyond. Thanks so much. I'm gonna head out. I'm still bedhead bedbeard. I gotta go for a run, get some more coffee in me, take a shower and all that good stuff, and get to writing for the day. So thanks everyone. See you in the next episode.